Till is.
Hello there.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Happy Tuesday or Monday. If it's still Monday for you, it's almost the end of Tuesday for me, so I'm guessing it's Tuesday for most people. Welcome back to our weekly Terra Invicta stream. It's going to be probably some big fights this stream. Did the dog really just start barking the second I went live? Did I hear her bark there? I just let her out to go to the bathroom. Yep, she literally just started barking the second I went live. Let me go tuck her in. She probably wants her blanket put over her, and then we'll start the stream. I'll be right back. Okay, she wants to come in and sit with me, so you might hear her clicking and clacking around in the background with her claws, her paws. Oh, yeah, she's just going to wander around a little bit. Okay, how's it going? What are people saying? So, hey, first of all, welcome to everyone on the stream. Hey, Toasted Waffles. Hey, Noob Master. Hey, Libraverse. Thank you for joining on trying out Twitch. I know it's probably not working. Hey, Hildebrand. Hey, Salty. Frosty. Hey, Kite. How are you all doing? Sounds like Twitch, unfortunately... Oh, that's a shame. I thought it looks like Twitch is still lagging. I thought I'd maybe fix the problem. Honestly, I think the only way to do it is to do it off 2 different streams at the same time. I don't know if my bandwidth can handle it. Twitch have just decided that they don't want anyone... Oops, that's the wrong...
Hello there.
That's the wrong... There we go. There you go. You got it, Investor. Twitch have just decided they don't want anyone multi-streaming. That's basically what's happened. They seem to be able to identify if you are multi-streaming, and if you are, they just kill your connection. And I'm not making it better for myself by actually pointing out that I'm multi-streaming. So what I should be doing to fit with the terms of service or whatever with the platform, I shouldn't mention any other platforms. I shouldn't even have chat on screen. So that is part of the issue. I would have to remove combined chat. I would have to never mention the other platform. Hang on a second. The dog's just being her typical start a stream self. I'm just going to sort her out. All right, she's back in the room. Let's see if she settles. But the problem with multi-encoding, basically, is I don't know if my bandwidth can handle a multi-encode. And I currently have a subscription to a service that allows me to multi-stream with minimal setup. So basically, I just provide my stream to the service, and then they push it out to YouTube and Twitch. And I can also push it out to other places with them as well. Like if I wanted to, I could multi-stream to Kick and TikTok and whatever other platforms. I don't want to do that. God, why have they come out as hyperlinks? That's concerning. So it's frustrating because I know I've got some really good fans on Twitch. Was starting to build that community up a little bit. And I was actually just starting to make a little money off Twitch as well, which isn't why I'm in it, but it's a very nice kind of reason to keep going with it. Yeah. Exactly, mishaps. It's very, very frustrating. Also, welcome to the stream. So, I'm just really frustrated about the whole thing, and I feel like I'm really letting people down by not streaming to Twitch. So I've got the Twitch stream open for tonight. It sounds like it's lagging. I just had to check on my phone, and it's lagging there. So, the only thing I can do is try multi-encode, which means quite majorly changing. So, the reverse. If I was to just stream to Twitch, it would be buttery smooth with no issues. And it's been fine for quite a long time until a couple of weeks ago. It's only if I'm multi-streaming. So the YouTube stream will change soon. Yeah, Toasted, I'm really sorry about that. I feel awful about the people who've subbed for me for a long period of time and now no longer getting the support. If I can find the time, I will look at a multi-encode and see what happens. But I can't promise anything. I'm just really busy with work at the moment. On that note, I also, this is like some real life stuff you're getting here before we kick off. My basketball team have made it to the grand final of our group in the casual league I play in. So tomorrow night I am playing in the grand final for Group B of my league, and our game is at 9:45 at night. So I'm very aware that I have a very intense sporting event late at night tomorrow night. I see what you mean. It could be the multi-streaming service could have problems. I guess it's worth trying. Hey, Miraz. I will try and get it set up for Thursday. How does that sound? Well, don't give me congratulations because it's it's against the team we played in the semifinals. And that game went with 38-34 or 38-36. So it was pretty tough. I'm not sure how we're going to do. And as I'm the only person on my team over 5'5", it's a mixed league, I have to be there because I'm the only one who can guard the net. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll report back if we get destroyed or if we even somehow manage to script win. At the moment, I'm looking at the app where my team kind of signs up for the game. And I'll tell you how many people we have signed up for the grand final. I checked it later today. But just because I'm curious... let's see how many people we have currently. Let's see if it's actually changed from earlier today when it was looking really bad. Hang on a second. Schedule. Yep, we have 3. Oh no, we've got 4 people signed up now. We had 3 people signed up earlier today. We are only going to get 4 signups as well because the other 2 regular players have already said they can't make it, which means we're going to have to play with at least 3 subs because you have 5 people on the court, 1 sub. And you really want 2 subs, especially for final games. Anyway, that's enough basketball. Let's get on to Terra Invicta. So, a couple of things to check before we actually get moving. The first of all is when are the aliens arriving in our different locations. So, first of all, on Earth, we have Victor 381, which is a cruiser. It's arriving on the 16th of March, 2042. Then we have Victor 341, which is an army carrier. It's arriving on the 8th of June, 2042. And then we have a revenge fleet arriving in the 20th of May, 2043. I'm not too worried about that. We also have, coming into Mercury, Victor 308, which is arriving on the 28th of May, 2043. And we currently have the Badass Brigade to defend, which is currently 2 battleships, 2 battle cruisers, and 2 monitors. But under construction at Mercury, we currently have 2 more battleships, 3 more battleships, 4 more battleships, 5 more battleships. No, sorry, 4 more battleships, 6 more battleships, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 battle cruisers. We need to make a decision if that's going to be enough or if we need to lay down more ships this stream. The other things that are going on we need to pay attention to are, can I get this? There you go. Are that I have mining, I only have 1 mining station that is currently upgrading at the moment. So I want to continue upgrading mining stations. Whenever one is completed, I'll upgrade the next one. And when we get to the end of the information, the Science Institute research tree, I'm going to consolidate our research satellites around Earth into 3. Covered in alien planets and all. I cannot keep them even with the fleet blasting it with green arc lasers. Is this stream going to be about interceptions? We're not really built for interceptions. We're more built for defense at the moment. But the Mercury fleet's going to be a stand-up fleet. But we're probably going to have a couple of fights with aliens. It's mostly, I think, going to be the war for Earth. So on Earth, we are currently rebuilding Russia. We're currently rebuilding India. We also accidentally rebuilt Mongolia, which I'm just letting be. I'm letting someone steal it. One thing that happened this turn is we took Lebanon. Someone cracked down on Lebanon, and then nobody took it. So the crackdown is actually expired. And we are currently quite high over our control point cap. With a few much cheaper social projects. Yes, I think we are researching global ambition, yeah. That's fine. I think we can go back on those. I mean, this will be completed on the 18th of May. That is a long time away, isn't it? Let's see if there are any. And I'm going to show obsolete as well. Is a artificial forced by Twitch? Yes. No. So, Salty, I don't know if I can do... So, I only upload 1 stream, first of all. And then I have a service that multi-streams it out to Twitch and YouTube. So, rather than me uploading 2 streams, I upload 1 stream and the service takes care of the multi-streaming. Hey, Leoncio. What I think is what seems to be happening is as soon as I multi-stream, Twitch detects it and they just like do something to my stream and stop it from working. It is funny. All right, let's have a look. Well, let me just focus for a second because I'm all over the place. What can we pick up here that's going to give us CP? Strategic lobbying is direct investment. Broadcast outlet is a place to build. These are all actually. I think these are all just nation things that we don't care about. Pan-Asian Combine Greater Capital we do get. Common concern is 10,000 points for 20 control point management. So that's already like a faster turnaround. That's nothing we want right now. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. That's 10 control point for 5,000 research. Again, that's 10 control point for 3. No, it's actually, that's 10 control point for 3. We should do that first. Okay, we're going to pick up loyalty training first of all, which gets +2 to inspire missions. Enemies gain -1 from control space and control point capacity by 10. That's only 3,000 research points to get that. We can go back to the other one. So let's get that done. Now we need to do assignments for the turn. Twitch setting revenge fleets you, yeah, maybe. It's kind of annoying because I was like going to go to a Twitch meetup, a Twitch streamer meetup soon, and I'm like, do I really want to? Am I really still a Twitch streamer? Yes, we do need. We don't actually. I don't think we've actually researched admin towers because I wasn't using them, Toasted. But that is a good way to get it up. Okay, Earth-based stuff. I think we've got some locations to defend. So we currently don't have Lebanon or Mongolia defended, and we have 1 control point in Russia undefended. I'm going to defend the Russian control point. I think we'll use Hard Python for that. Defend Russia. Yeah.
Securing our interests.
Okay. And we're also sitting on most of our armies are repairing. We have a fight over here. We have a fight here. We're claiming more territory in India. And we have a fight over here. Everything else looks pretty chill at the moment. We just have a few armies that are injured. I couldn't get that multiple. So someone posted a mod that lets you see the health bars of all of your stacks at once. I couldn't get it to work, but I think it's my setup. Something's weird with my setup, or it might be that I'm on the release candidate. So we might need to check up on that after the stream as well. So if we look back on. Okay. Jobs for other people. So we still want to bring up public opinion in Russia, because public opinion is very low for us in Russia at the moment.
Making our case.
We also want to bring up public opinion for us in India.
At your service.
To get these people really excited for us looking after them.
Making our case.
Now, at the moment, I've
Ready
got
for my
Jeb
mission.
over in the Caliphate. I don't think there's any aliens on the planet. Let me know if the rules thing is coming out too often, by the way. I can change that in chat. Okay, these people are 10%, but there's nobody here who is a mystery. Oh, thank you very much for the resub, Hildebrandt. Is that on Twitch? Oh, that's amazing. You, after all the problems we're having, and you're still watching on YouTube, you've resubbed on Twitch. That is dedication. I extremely appreciate that. That's phenomenal. Thank you very much. We're doing it by invasion, New Master. There's no point doing it by public opinion. You cannot shift public opinion under the alien administration because everyone is essentially mind controlled. The only reason I'm able to affect public opinion is because I've taken this territory and liberated it into its own country. Is there anyone we can buy water from? The water income should start going up. We haven't actually upgraded a lot of our water mines yet. When humanity first come for their inevitable trade, we'll look at buying some water from them. That's probably not a bad idea because a lot of our ships need water to be built. All right, I'm going to get you to advise here then. That's already done for the turn. Let's confirm assignments. Let's zoom out and let's unpause. We're going to keep an eye on our wars, actually. Make sure no one invades us from anywhere else. And I'm going to take a sip of tea.
Offering assistance. Offering support.
Offering assistance.
Making things safe for our people.
Special project. Rapid Fissile Enrichment. That's a very, very powerful... that's plus 15% fissile income. Just for some research. Let's mark that as favorite so I don't lose it. We finished building all the hotels, so we're not going to build any more hotels. And I believe our passive income is going to overcome the minus 59.1 we're taking in every turn. I really appreciate it, Hildebrandt. Thank you. Okay, not much is happening right now. We've got the advantage here. And they've pulled out of here. The Polish 16 mechanized has been defeated over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send all of these armies home. If you hear noises in the background, it's just the puppy eating her bed, by the way. I just heard that RTX 47 Triumph Beyond could only can multi-stream. Maybe naming streams differently also would help. That could potentially help as well, yeah. What do I have again? Do you know what I still open to find out my stats? Because the first thing that comes to my head is DX Diag. The doggo's doing much better. She's walking again. She still needs to like relax, but she's in a much better place. So I'm running an RX 7900, and a what's my so my processor is a Ryzen 7 7800 X3D, and I'm on a Radeon RX 7900 XT, and I have the best internet I can get in the location I'm in. I have pet the dog. Don't worry about that. I just pet her for you.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Public sentiment
Good.
is increasingly with us.
I'm going to send these armies home as well for now. Logistics bottleneck. Okay, so does the 50th Field Army and are facing severe logistical problems on the New Delhi front. It's because we're got so many people. What we'll do is we'll bring in combat engineers that will increase the GDP of the alien admin, but then we're going to take the territory section, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yeah, that's fine. They're all just pathing home. We're going to get a bunch of spam about armies getting home. Whoa, our money just dropped massively. We're at 42k a second ago. Now we're at 36.1k. What was that noise? Oh, we got a new subscriber. Thank you very much, Brazook. That noise always throws me. Why did our cash drop so much there? Oh, it was the combat engineers. For the army with iron circles around. We've got so many demands on our mining, New Master. That's the problem. Sorry, on our research. That's the big issue with our research is we've got so many different demands on it that it actually becomes very hard to keep track of. Okay, we've got another battle cruiser has been launched in Mercury orbit, so we need to get a name for that. So let me pull up the naming convent list. Yes, I got there, Kite. I got there. It's just need to keep an eye on things. Replets. Just loading it up. Because, of course, I'm a really well-prepared streamer, and I had it ready to go. Come on. The system is starting, it says. Okay, run, please. And it runs. There we go. What would I like? I would like a ship name, please. Ooh, I'm not sure. Okay. This is the Aggravated Assault, which isn't my favorite name. But we'll say it's only for aggravated assault on aliens. Alright, so that's another battle cruiser built. I'm going to hold on laying down any other ships just for now. We are actually looking okay on mission control right now because of all the mission control stuff I built, which is helping us immensely. Purge mission aborted, that's fine, that's the aliens, and that's another purge mission aborted. We may need to reinforce, yeah, okay. What I'm going to do is, I've got, how badly injured are these armies here? It's hard to see. 100%, 99%, 100%. Okay, I'm going to path all 3 of these armies into this territory sector to replace the armies that are currently fighting there. So that should be all 3 of them. Yeah. The name is updated. Thanks, Mishaps. It shouldn't be because the names list is automatically updated and automatically removes old names from it. And then one of these armies was in the red, so I'm going to pull them out right now. And the rest I'll pull out in a minute. How do I get the notification board to be text and not icons? The N key does that, Toasted Waffles. The N key on the keyboard. N for November. This is the best track in Darktide. Oh, thank you very much for becoming a channel member, Hildebrand. Oh my goodness, what is this event? We have learned a small alien life form is being kept as a pet. A child in the Buradaya region of the Caliphate has befriended a small, adorable alien creature as a pet, and she and her friends kept it hidden for some time before her parents discovered it and contacted authorities in the news media. It doesn't appear to present an obvious threat and seems to want to remain with the child, and the local community has rallied around the family. So we can let it remain with the child, which grants a significant public opinion boost for us in the Caliphate. We can seize it for study, which gets us 1,162 science, which is massive. But we lose public opinion, and we can terminate it and isolate the family. The spread of xenoforming in the Buradaya region is reduced, causes some public opinion in the Caliphate to turn away from Project Exodus. Well, I mean, the Caliphate love us. If I just take a look here, the Caliphate absolutely adore us. But then Mishaps had to go and call it Stitch. Because I want that research. That's 1,000 research. That's half our monthly income. Just boomf like that. But if it's Stitch, if this is Arabian Lilo and Stitch, I can't do that. That's a horrible thing to do. Nah, this is a fight for humanity. Oh, everyone wants me to leave them alone. Okay, you know what? You know what? You can vote on it. Yeah? You can vote on it. What on earth is my shortcut to start a vote? I have a shortcut that starts a vote, but what is it? Hotkeys. Control-Alt-V. Okay, Control-Alt-V. There we go. We've got a vote, okay? Exclamation mark vote 1 to let it remain with the child. Exclamation mark vote 2 to seize it for study. I'm going to let that run for about, not even a minute. You've got enough time for me to take a drink from my tea and to sort the dog out, because she's being a pest again. And then I'll take what option you picked, because I'm not taking responsibility from this from you. It's exclamation mark vote and the number with no space. So Kite's exclamation mark vote 2 is correct. But Demonicus, Noob Master, Shinobu Mail, your votes are currently not correctly picked up. You'll have to. You should get a. Oh, it's only coming through on Twitch chat that it's picked up your votes. I don't think it's posting it to YouTube that your votes are being picked up. You've got a couple more seconds. Shinobu, no space. So exclamation mark vote 2 with no space. There you go, you got it. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds. Literally just finishing my tea. Tachyon, your vote has already been accepted. I need to fix this. Remind me to fix this. To put the vote results into YouTube chat, not Twitch chat, because at the moment you can't see the system picking up your votes. It is actually registering your votes. Oh. Gotcha, Mishaps. I didn't realize you had to... so vote 1 is to let the creature remain with the child. Vote 2 is to seize it for study. I'll wait until you've placed your vote and then want to end the vote. So you've got 30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leververse got in there just in time. I'm ending the vote now. Voting has ended. Option 2 received 7 votes. Option 1 received 4 votes. The People's Council have spoken. I disavow all responsibility for this decision. This is what the people have voted for. This was a fair and democratic election. We're going to seize it for study. For those of you that voted to keep it, you have been outvoted by chat. Thank you, everybody, for voting. It's Spawner already gestating in the child's brain. Okay, so we've got a new mining complex up on Mars. That's bumped up our water income quite a lot. Let's get another mine upgrading. I'm just going to do them one at a time. So that was So let me just check. Yeah, everything above has been done. No, let's start from the top then, because not everything above has been done. Endurance Station has been done. Retort has been done. Whiskey on the Rocks has been done. Underdark has been done. Eastern Promise has not. Why is China blockaded? Because we're at war. It's blockaded because we're at war, because the people we're at war with are allied with America, so they have the entire Russian Navy and the entire American Navy blockading us. Is it possible to make a program? It is possible to make a program from the use, but it's more complex, and the Replit is laggy already enough, to be honest. Look, if you wanna retire the Replit, if you don't want responsibility for it, I completely understand mishaps. I know your circumstances have changed. I could try and take it over from you if you want. Are we gonna have enough power here? Yes, that's fine. So just say if you don't want that responsibility anymore, and I would not be upset if you say that. I totally understand. I really appreciate all the work you've put into it and all the time you've put into it. It means a lot to me. And it would mean that if somebody tested the program that would permanently remove names, that would need to be more complex to log that, and that's make it more... Okay, I get that it's like, Puppy, why are you moving your bed around? What do you want? Do you want to be closer to me? Look, I put the bed right next to me. The bed can't get any closer to me than that. What do you want? Why are you pawing at the bed? What do you want? What do you want? She's just looking at me and looking at the bed and barking. Do you want a blanket? I think she wants a blanket. I'm sorry about another interruption, everybody. I will just go and get her a blanket. Bear with me. Okay, I'm sorry about all the puppy disturbances that are happening tonight. For those that don't know, my puppy is a street dog. She's huge. She lived on the streets for a very long time before she was rescued, and she now refuses to go to sleep if she's not wrapped up in a blanket like a burrito. Every single night, she must be wrapped up like a burrito. Why is the music not playing? There we go. So that's just something to be aware of. Oh, I also need to hide the vote is over tab. Okay. Right, let's get back to the game. So we were just upgrading that, and we can unpause. New project available. Our research development team are going to take improved coal cannon, light coal cannon Mark II, coal cannon Mark II, heavy coal cannon, spinal coiler, heavy siege coiler, spinal siege coiler. Cool. Mark II coil guns are on the way. Enemies are planning, and we've got a new turn. Okay, we've actually somehow managed to retake magnetic nozzles research back, which is good. I thought we completely lost this, but something must have happened. Oh, it's that bump in research we got. Space resorts are almost done. Loyalty training is almost done, and Information Science Institute is almost done, which is good. We'll get some more research coming in quite soon. That's the battle cruiser, and that's that. Cool. Money we should keep an eye on. It's gone down again, so we are losing more cash again. But water income is up, which is nice, and we're looking okay for everything else. Let's quickly check for level ups. Nothing here. If I want to keep an eye on what's available to buy as well. Let's got 3 engineering. I don't see anything here that has anything I really want. Alright, Tachyon, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you being here. Hopefully, if you've got time to catch the VOD. Otherwise, we'll see you here for the next stream, I hope, as well. But I really appreciate you swinging by. Thank you so much. Oh, I haven't bought the upgrades. Crap. Okay, here, your admin is at 24, so this will get your admin to 25. So now we can remove any orgs that are giving you plus admin, which I don't think you have any anymore. I think I got rid of them all. Yeah, so you are just... No, wait, because you're at our capacity 25. Is there something giving you plus admin? Yes, the Free Federation of Industrial Workers, which also gives you +2 influence. I could give you Voice of America instead. That gives you +1 influence. Or... Once we finish a project, there's a 500 research project that lowers influence costs for direct investment. We should grab that and some 3k influence into China funding. That's not a bad idea. What else could we give you? The only thing here that gives... Oh, there's Ursa Advertising, which gives +1 and +2% funding. Whereas Voices of America is +1% knowledge for -6 money and +2 influence. I think we'll grab Voice of America in exchange for the Free Federation of Industrial Workers. Okay. You have a level up as well. Your admin is atrocious. It's at 12, so let's keep leveling that up. Now, I shouldn't have leveled up the admin on the person I just leveled up because I've got the new cybernetics to buy, which I haven't done yet. This is going to cost us a lot of money. So cybernetics strategy guy is +3 command. Cone of Enhancer is +3 science. Guardian Angel is +3 security and manages a security default. This overwrites their old upgrade, so it isn't a flat straight upgrade. This is +3 investigation. This is +3 admin, which we don't need on this character. This is +3 espionage. And this is one we don't want. The executive AI, yeah, so we don't want any of those other ones on her. For Jebet, this is going to cost us so much money. I don't know if I want to go all in on this. I think every time I get over 20k, I'll buy another set of upgrades. But I don't want to go below 20k. So your command needs to go up. This will also increase our control point by some of these. Conan Enhancer is +3 science. I don't mind getting free science. Guardian Angel is +3 security. That's fine. Augmentation Argus Implant is +3 investigation. We doesn't need that. The Executive AI is +3 admin. He doesn't need that. The Stealth Field is +2 espionage. That's fine. And we don't buy the 4-brain stimulator. And we don't buy the loyalty monitor. And that says under 20k. So I'm not going to buy anything else at the moment. Let's confirm. Oh, we're going to do assignments for the turn. Okay, this shouldn't be too much to do. So again, Human is going to continue pushing public opinion in Russia. That's going to be her job for a while.
Tell our story.
Same with Names Blonde, working on public opinion in India. They're just jobs they're going to be doing for a while.
What's the
Kerman is going to continue advising in India. And Hard Python, I want to get back to surveilling. I just want to make sure there's not anything weird going. Yeah, we do. We actually have alien life forms in the Caliphate. But let's do a surveil here. And then I'm going to send this army to attack the life forms in Riyadh. This army to deploy into Riyadh. And this army to deploy into Riyadh. And hopefully they can do something about those alien life forms for me. And let's confirm assignments for the turn. And let's unpause.
I will help them.
That's fine. Our armies have just moved around.
Offering assistance.
I will help them.
Initiating surveillance.
We've got... So Crichton's Krill box are now not able to hunt xenoforms, it seems. I'll just set them to hunt xenoforms. I think that's what I need to do. And they're moving. I've just noticed we've got a red army here, though. So I'm going to pull them out. Not this army. This army here needs to go home. Are we do have any other red armies here? Yes, this one here also needs to go home. Okay, I think that's it, but I will just check if there's another one. No, the 2 red armies are on their way home. That's fine. They need to be set to hunt xenoforms as well. Okay, we now have a massive, overwhelming amount. Space resorts are complete. So if we wanted to, we could upgrade our space hotels to space resorts, which should sort out our money problems. But there's a huge water investment for that. So I would like to get the next level of farm researched first. Yeah, I love that too, T-Ram. Also, good to see you. It's been a while since I remember you chatting. I'm really happy to see you here, T-Ram. I hope you're doing well. So let's hold back on space resorts right now, but it's nice to have. And then you said there was a research that helped us with direct investment. 25%. So strategic lobbying is the one. So we'll grab that. That's a very cheap. That's only 500 research to grab. And so that's done. That'll only take a few minutes to pick up, I think. Looks okay. So we're hunting things. Rapid shipbuilding. Ships are built 25% faster. That's a very good one. Hey, Tavian, how are you doing? Good to see you as well. I appreciate you being here. Tidebreakers right. Okay, cool. We're just still fighting over our old friend India. Not as good as Piggly, but Piggly is a dog. Yes, you can't beat much Piggly. So now that, by the way, just a puppy update. Now that I have Burrito wrapped her in a blanket, she has stopped fidgeting and fallen fast asleep. Fell asleep on the floor. Okay, so we need a stronger army to deal with the aliens. What I'll maybe have to do is route my Chinese armies once they've repaired to maybe try and do something to the xenoflora. Because it looks like my people are not doing much, unfortunately.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Resistance have cracked down the Milesian states. Okay, that confused me. Okay, we've got another battle cruiser in Mercury orbit. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't add the other battle cruiser to the fleet. So I need to get another name out of the naming list. The new name is... I'm sad that they're not here right now, but it's Doctor's Wisdom Delivery Service has been created and launched. And then I want to select the Badass Brigade, and I want to merge in Echo 144, and I want to, that was Split Fleet. I want to, is that all that's here? There should be another ship in Mercury orbit, or did I automatically merge it and not realize? No, Echo 143 is here. Where is Echo? Oh, Echo 143 is on the planet, so I want to launch it. Is that other ship still on planet as well? No, it's not. So it was built at the space station, but the other ship was built on the planet. That makes sense. Got to remember to add those into the fleet, or they won't be able to do anything. That would be pretty bad if I forget to do that. Okay. So the Mercury Defense Fleet is coming along. Our adversaries are going to crack down. Oh no, they're going to take Lebanon from us. What a shame. Okay, they've arrived in low Earth orbit. So rally with Badass Brigade. Does that mean that they will join Badass Brigade when they get there? Let's find out. No, they won't. I'll have to transfer them there first. They completed their transfer, and now they can join Badass Brigade without me needing... Oh, damn. I was hoping I could do this without my camera flinging me across the solar system. But you get a quick look at the Mercury Defense Fleet as it is building itself. It's looking pretty spectacular, if I don't say so myself. And we are still under our mission control limit, although we will probably be over by the time the fleet is finished. How are we doing taking over this territory sector? The Marines have pulled out, so it's just a... No, it's another Marine army. It's the 10th Mountain Division is still here. They've ordered a crackdown. We're coming into the later parts of the turn. I'm going to take some more tea. Make sure to refuel. Yes, that's a good point. I will do that. Done. Okay, we now have an extra 10 control point capacity. Let's have a look at what other techs we have that can do that. So Common Concern gives us 20 for 10,000. That's probably the next one we're going to pick up. Yeah, we're going to pick up a Common Concern. Elites demand less investment in spoils priority nations we control, reducing chances of coups. That's actually quite nice as well. However, research the space mission control modules. We're still trying to get to them, T-Rem. But unfortunately, in the last stream, we lost control of all of the research. And the AI picked integrated Earth space economy, plasma weapons, and magnetic nozzles. So I'm trying to take back this one, and we'll be able to get back on track for that. But we also really, really need the upgrade to farms, which is one thing I was working on last stream. But we have actually built quite a lot of space-based mission control, which is why we have 192 now. However, the aliens, for those joining who maybe didn't catch the last couple of streams, just so you're aware, the aliens have launched Victor 308 at Mercury, which is a 33-ship fleet with a combat value of 8.8k. And that Mercury is where all of our mission control ships are, our stations are, so we're going to have to deal with this when it gets to Mercury, which is why I'm building ships on Mercury itself and launching them into space right now. Okay, the Ballast Brigade has fuel, and Ballast Brigade is okay, that's another battle cruiser built on Mercury, so they're all starting to come out of the shipyards. This battle cruiser has a very fun name. It is the Zamboni. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. I'm just going to mute the mic while I cough. You don't want to hear me coughing. Sorry about that. So yes, we have the Zamboni has been added to the ship list. And then we need to tell that to take off because it's currently landed on the planet's surface. And then I want it to rally with Badass Brigade. And then we'll add it to the fleet when it gets there. And then we'll refuel again. Join Badass Brigade. And then refuel. God, it's 500. That's us out of water again. Which is not good. This is what's stopping us from building everything. Crown skill box degraded the xenoforms in the Boreadia region. Okay, so they are actually making some progress. We desperately need more water though. Strategic lobbying is done, which reduces the cost of direct investment. So what Kite thinks we should do is we should direct invest. Oh, actually, before that, we need a new research. I'm tempted just to pick up Global Ambition again in the background and just have that ticking over because we're going to need the control points. And that can just be in the background doing its thing. So they're recommending a direct investment into 3 into China funding, just to kind of push them up a little bit. So we can do, it's in priorities, I think, and then direct investment, and then into funding, which will, funding priority directs natural resources into legitimate government and private efforts to support space programs and other goals for the owners of its control points. While not as profitable as the spoils priority, it does no harm to the nation. Completing this priority permanently increases the nation's annual funding by 17, which becomes income for owners of control points in this nation. Okay, so if I was to dump through, what was it? You wanted me to put 3,000, 2,000 in. That would cost me. Oh no, not that much. I only want to put in 2,000 influence worth. So that's what, like 90? No, it's probably more about 60. Maybe 65? 64. 61. 62. 63. 64. Okay, so we want to go 63. That's going to cost us 2,000 influence, which is fine. And that's going to put the funding up, I think. No, it's not going to put the funding up by anything. But it has pushed, like, it will make it easier for funding to go up as we push into it. But that's a direct investment for half the price it would normally be. There's more for direct investments, yes. Okay, this army here just pulled out, so we now have no one contesting us in this region. Good to know, Kite. Thank you. We can keep doing that. We'll do some more of that at Christmas, if I don't forget. Okay, they're slowly starting to do some of these aliens. There's actually, now that I can see it, there's xenoforming going on all over the Caliphate. So I'm actually going to add this army in to hunt xenoforms, and I want to add the Iranian armies in as well. That's something they can do while they're just chilling here. Okay, we've got another turn. So we're kind of blasting through some turns so far this session. Let's have a look at our projected shipbuilding. So if we have a look at shipbuilding in Mercury orbit, we currently have actually, yeah, I don't think we want to lay down any more ships because we have all of these battleships that haven't started construction yet because we don't have any water. And I would like to get as many of the battleships built as possible. So I don't want to lay down any other ships that would take the water first. Okay, that's good to know, Kite. I didn't see that change, so thank you for pointing that out. There's no need to like get super frustrated with me when I'm trying to balance 50 different things. Let's confirm assignments for the turn. So Human was going to continue with public campaigning in Russia. Jebediah, as always, is continuing public campaigning in India, just to try and get this up so we're not as weak to being couped. Let me just make sure we don't have anywhere undefended. It's just Lebanon and Mongolia. And like we said, we accidentally brought Mongolia back. I didn't mean to do that. Blonde... Wait, no, sorry. It's Blonde who should be doing public opinion here.
I will tell our story.
Kerman should be instead,
Standing by for
I'm wondering if I take a blast with Kerman. What's the easiest one to deal with? This one.
going in hot.
These alien assets along with Hard... Oh, Hard Python doesn't have alien asset, which is really interesting. I feel like that rules thing is popping off too often. I'll need to change the timer on it.
Setting a watch.
All right, let's confirm assignments, and let's unpause for the turn. Oh yeah, I did see this up here, yeah. So I had a pretty big effect during that direct investment. That was a really good piece of advice. Yes, the Mongolians have risen again.
I will help them.
Cool.
Lending my expertise.
So now we have a lot of armies fighting the alien xenoforms and taking damage, which is a little bit scary. American army is moving towards Guwahati. Okay, so they're coming back into this territory sector after repairing. What do I have to repel them with? Well, I've got these two armies here. That's not going to be enough on their own. A lot of my armies are currently tied up with taking this territory section. And then all of these armies are kind of trying to fight xenoforms. Let's bring these two armies over. And that should be enough to defeat the two American armies that are moving in. And then we're going to bring this army over as well. I've got other armies repairing that can help defend.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Okay, that alien
Public
fleet
opinion is
has
moving in
arrived
our
in low Earth
direction.
orbit. It currently has no mission assigned. Sorry, I'm going to cough again. I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance. What do the alien bioforms look like? I think it's just more like... I think it's like weird tentacle plants. Yeah, so the province in India that I took has 3 control points. Yeah, sorry, Tavian, that already got taken. Oh, so just so you know, the response to !first is being posted to Twitch chat. I need to fix that. But yeah, Noobmaster69 already claimed first. So there's a Scanner Neutrino class cruiser here. It currently hasn't got a mission. I'm kind of wanting to wait to see what it does before I send a fleet after it. So we're going to unpause and just give it a little bit of time and see what it does. No mission assigned. It's just in Earth orbit. Which means it isn't here to attack us. And I don't really want to... If it starts doing surveillance, I want to do something about it. But right now, I'm kind of ambivalent, I think. Or do we want to just take it out? I don't really want to piss off the aliens any more than I already have right now, because they seem to not be going after me too hard. I'll just keep an eye on it. Okay, the economy in India has grown, so we now have another control point in India. That's because we just took this territory sector. Okay. India took control of the New Delhi region from the administration. The administration will retain a claim on the region. Just realized that I hadn't cloned over my priorities to the rest of India after taking it. So we now have 4 control points in India, which is quite a significant part of the country for only taking 3 territory sectors of the country off the aliens. Let's send all of these armies home to repair and rearm.
Target secured.
That's a big step in just absolutely smashing the alien administration, honestly. Right, we're going to get a few... I'm going to get quite a lot of spam for a couple of seconds as armies move home. Inin, T-Ram? What's Inin? Don't know that one. Okay, we got another battlecruiser launched in Mercury orbit as well. Let's get another name up for that. Lots happening this already. Oh, wow, what a name. This ship is called the Contrarian. It's Bible. And then we want to launch that. And then we want to rally it with Badass Brigade. Is the game paused right now? Yes, it is. And then we want to join Badass Brigade. And then we want to tell Badass Brigade to resupply, which is another big chunk of fuel. So that's more water out of our pockets. Oh, what's the music in the background? Oh, it's supposed to be the Indian flag twice. It just said in. This is... It will actually appear on the stream what music is playing. But if you missed it, this is Covert Operations, which is a remix of an XCOM Enemy Unknown track from the XCOM 2 Legacy DLC. So the XCOM Legacy DLC has remixes or remasters of a bunch of Enemy Unknown tracks. And they're really good. And this is one of them. I love this soundtrack. It's very, very good. Badass Brigade is resupplied. That's great. Information Science Institutes are done. I think that was the last institute that we needed to research, but let's just have a quick look. Space Medical Centers is there, but that's not an institute. I'm just looking for the word institute anywhere in our research. It is a music deep cut, yeah. Remember to fly at max speed to save fuel. I'm not flying. Well, okay, that's a good point. I should do that. These are all battle cruisers. We do have battleships laid down. That's exactly what's happening, mishaps. Because the battleships require more water, we're getting the battle cruisers just started construction first. We do have some battleships under construction. I think we have one more institute to research. I'm just going through everything. There's the Xenoscience Institute. Yeah, the remix of the air combat track. Remember track for I think this soundtrack has a remix of the air combat track, and it is a banger as well. Mission accomplished. Warlock, death approaches, enemy base assault, covert op, kill it with fire, resistance, intercept. This track here is awesome. Listen to this. I'll actually turn it up a little bit for you. This is a great track. This is the air combat track remix. Okay, they're still struggling to deal with that alien fauna. We seem to be winning here, which is good. Oh yeah, massively winning here. World burners, cool. Just lots of armies moving around and now starting to repair and rearm. And as our guys are dealing with it, they're consolidating over here as well. These guys here are actually quite badly damaged. But I don't think they're fighting anymore. Yeah, so they're currently repairing. And they've got two armies here fighting, which is fine. Alright, I think we need to defend India, which we do. But that's the only place we need to defend this turn. Oops, so let's get... I always click on this instead of this. It's just a flaw that I have. As always, human public opinion in Russia, which is slowly growing.
We'll make our opinion.
Names Bond is doing public opinion in India as it grows.
I'm here.
We're going to get Hard Python to defend interests in India. And then we're going to get Jebediah Kerman to assault alien assets. And we'll go after the one that's in Burdaya, because it's the harder one.
Gear up.
I don't want to play any Sabaton stuff because it's copyrighted. Whereas I can play the stuff from XCOM because it's video game music. I won't trigger the copyright infringement. Oh dear. Sorry, I did not mean to deafen everyone. I coughed when I was controlling the volume slider. I hope you're all okay. I hope I didn't deafen anyone there. Give me a second. I'm just going to go and grab some water because I keep coughing. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. What I don't want to have to deal with is contesting claims. I already had to mute part of the last Ultra stream because music played in the background when I was talking to one of the characters, and that triggered a copyright strike. Instrumental is better. We don't need lyrics in the background. So am I actually investing in Unity in these places? No, I should probably get some Unity going in them then as well, on top of everything else we've got going on. Okay. Yes, I noticed that I've got heavily damaged armies by fauna. That's why we've got Jebediah Kerman taking action here, and this army is actually resting. So it's pulled itself out of the fight to rest rather than going after this alien life form. So thank you, Salty, but I think I'm on top of it. Oh, confirm assignments. There go all the private jets, and let's unpause. The original Deus Ex soundtrack is very, very good. And I've played through Deus Ex twice. JC, there's a bomb. What I wanted to do really quickly was check that alien fleet that's in orbit of Earth. Just to see what it's doing. It's left. Okay. So that fleet got here and left, which is fine. So 8th of June, we have an actual fleet that we may have to... Well, we have an actual fleet we have to fight because it has a carrier in it. So that will be coming pretty soon. It's April now.
Offering counsel.
Securing our control.
Cool. Everyone's just doing their jobs. Okay, we fought off that army that attacked in Goati, so let's send all of these armies home to defend, to repair and rearm, and lose that unity strain. Sorry if you can hear me drinking. Just slurping down water. Remember everyone to hydrate. I'll definitely need to hydrate tomorrow when I'm playing basketball.
The people will come to our side.
Crackdown. Okay, so they're finally cracking down on Lebanon. What a shame. Crackdown mission success in Botswana. So it wasn't one of these guys. Burmese rebels continue to degrade. That's fine. So who took Lebanon? No one's taken it yet. So it's the Protectorate that are taking it. I thought for a second our attempt to nuke the servants in Poland failed. I was like, geez, what are they up to? United Kingdom under control. Okay, so we're still having the United Kingdom doing weird things in Africa. Excuse me. God, I cannot stop coughing tonight. So much spam. Denmark has joined the Algeria-Mali war against Mali. Doesn't affect us. Spelling it correctly pulls the comment. Doesn't really, TRM. It blew my mind, by the way, the first time I played Deus Ex, and I killed Gunther about halfway through the game, and then I realized that, like, he's dead for the rest of the game. And he never came back. And it just, like, it really did absolutely blow my mind.
By the numbers.
Okay, we probably need to do a little more direct investment into funding because we're still not growing our economy. I mean, it's nowhere near as bad as it was.
People of Earth, I am Judith
Oh,
Howell,
here we go.
superior of the servants. I am here as an envoy of our benevolent saviors. Today, we proclaim our joyous destiny. One united world under their guidance.
Oh dear.
We call upon all nations to cease their futile and violent resistance and to open negotiations to join our global family. Only then may we know peace and serenity.
You did what, T-Ram? You just ran past Simon's in the sub-base. And I was shocked that I was just allowed to. What does that mean? So the servants are getting ready to win the game. That's fine. I think that might make them a little bit more aggressive, but they've already been very aggressive to us all game anyway. So I don't know if we're going to notice a change, if I'm being honest. We have a lot of humanity first stuff going on. What are they doing? What is this mission type? What was that mission type they were doing with the two people? Norway under control service and Iran have ended their alliance. What was the mission you were doing? Why do we have so many Humanity First agents in the Caliphate? We have a ceasefire with Humanity First. I'm pretty certain we have a ceasefire with them. Sorry, we have a non-aggression. Do we? I think it's in relations. Tolerance, non-aggression pact, okay? We have a non-aggression pact with Humanity First. So, this is very penetrated. This is very... Build an alien nation, declare submission over Earth at the UN in New York. Okay. Oh, okay, right. Sorry, Tira, I didn't realize you were talking about Deus Ex, and I thought you were talking about the stream, and I got really confused. I need 50% of the world's pop to win. Okay. So I think we have... Ooh, actually, with India and Russia, they have a lot of the world's pop. But with China and bits of India and Russia, I think I've stopped that from happening. I mean, we need to get a little bit more aggressive on taking India. I'm just a bit concerned about all of the Humanity First agents that are in our territory just hanging out. It doesn't makes me feel uneasy, especially with their nuclear past.
I will try to sway the public.
Standing by.
I love how when I select the next agent that I want to select, it then goes back and selects... Oh, jeez. It just sent them off to Russia.
Where to?
Here. Do this. Thank you. And then
Standing by.
Kerman,
Ready for my mission.
attack the bio stuff that's in Riyadh.
We're going in.
Humanity First Nations finally came out of hiding, used to searching for them all over. Yeah. They're probably. I hope they are killing Flora. I really do. I hope they're not messing around. They had a weird. I don't recognize the icon here. It was of two people standing side by side. It's not an icon I recognize anyone having in the game. Let's just do a surveil in Europe. Although Europe's pretty tightly under control of the initiative these days. Oh look, the European Union has. What age armies are these? These are robotics age armies. So the European Union has actually up-teched its armies quite significantly. That's good, interesting to know. He might first just be like, we just chilling. I hope they just be chilling, TRM. They better just be chilling. We better all be friends. We got another battle cruiser launched. Let's get a name for it. This is the Fearsome Canoe. It does look a little bit like a canoe. It's a good choice. The Fearsome Canoe. Can I spell canoe correctly? C-A-N-O-E. Yep. Same name. And then we need to tell it to blast off. And then we want it to rally with Badass Brigade, but we'll tell it to go as slow as possible. Is that... Yeah, so it uses a little Delta V. Doesn't matter if it takes weeks to get there. And that way we won't have to spend all of our water refueling it. Thank you for the tip, Kite. It can just poodle along at a low speed. Doesn't need to blast over there at combat speed.
I will help them.
Okay, it's coming up to April, May, June, so we've still got a month before the aliens get here. Hopefully we can deal with this. No other combat is happening at the moment.
We've moved the needle.
We've got 4 armies helping Jebediah here try to take out this. Tempting too many first Nigeria fail, that's fine. Whenever I see the status updates from those agents, I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, they're definitely one of the least chill factions, for sure. Tensions are mounting between China and Malawi. China made first a series of economic sanctions on Malawi, limiting its ability to trade with the nations. Who controls Malawi? I don't even... I'm not going to lie. I don't even know where Malawi is. I'm assuming it might be an African state. But I don't know where Malawi is. I'm going to admit that. We'll impose sanctions on them. Okay, what territory sector?
Too strong.
Yes, I will do that once we've defeated all the armies. I want to make sure we kill this first, though. Don't worry, the continual messages of them kind of like telling me they're moving around will lead me to disable the ability. Okay, Victor 341 is arriving on the 8th of June, so they're 1 month out. This is a fleet we're going to have a battle with. Now, this... What territory sectors here are Pakistan, and what territory sectors are India? I'm thinking, is Faridabad India or Pakistan? I've got to... Oh, because it's all part of the... Because, okay, we'll just check what we have regions on here. So New Delhi is Jaipur. So we have claims on New Delhi, Kolkata, and Patna from here. You just did nothing. No, I closed... Oh, it doesn't matter. Really matter. So Raipur, Indore, Jaipur. I think this is New Delhi down here. That's Ahmedabad. Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai. No, wait, I control these 3. That's right. These are the ones that I have access to. So, Faridabad is not on the list. Faridabad is on the list here. So I could take it next. And then I could start pushing down south. Or I could come along the coast here. Raipur has a population of 85. Is this 1,000 or million? I'm guessing it's 85,000. Whereas Faridabad has a so Mumbai would be the best province to take, but I don't think I have access to Mumbai. I think it's further south. Yeah, Mumbai is this region here. I think I might take Raipur next. Yeah, we're going to send the armies there because my Chinese armies have repaired themselves. So let's strike for Raipur. We'll send 5 armies in for now. and take more territory from the alien administration while we can. Alright, they're all on their way in. Let's confirm our assignments for the turn as well. No, I haven't confirmed assignments at all yet. That was a really, really fast turn, that last turn. Those pop numbers are millions. Okay, they are millions. Damn. India is dense, yo. I mean, I knew India was dense, but it's sometimes really hard to put these
We must persuade the people.
these numbers into perspective.
Where do you need me?
Okay, we didn't manage to destroy this, so let's try again.
Heading to the LZ.
And Hard Python
Standing by.
hasn't found anything weird over here. But you know what's really culty these days? America. America is controlled by the servants. So let's see what's going
Initiating
on in
surveillance.
America. Let's confirm assignments. And let's unpause. I will remember to cancel the thing. I want to try and kill
Offering
the alien
assistance.
Lending my
growth
expertise.
first.
Initiating recon.
Jeez, that's a lot of people. Okay, armies have arrived and begun engaging.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Well, they're about to
The
arrive.
people will come to our side.
That's it. Now we are become occupying Raipur. Botswana got cracked down. The problem is the alien admin just hasn't got the armies to defend itself anymore. It has 4 armies left, and they are, I think, already involved in conflicts. European Union and Control Initiative declared war on Morocco. Go for it, European Union. Good luck. God, there's so much spam. Okay, we're about to find out if he manages to defeat this. Sweden has joined the war.
Target destroyed.
Okay, so now I can go cancel operation, and then I need to do cancel hunt uniforms, cancel hunt uniforms, cancel operation, cancel hunt uniforms, cancel hunt uniforms, cancel operation, cancel hunt uniforms, cancel hunt uniforms, cancel hunt. Oops. Cancel hunt uniforms. I think that's the other army that's there. Does more armies increase occupation speed? Yes. Look how fast it's going up here because we're currently not being contested. This is super fast. Oh, they're sending a Pakistani army, which I think it's an information age. Yeah, they're sending an information age Pakistani army to stop me. I'm quaking in my boots. My poor robotics. No, what we are? Are we invasion age or robotics age? We're invasion age armies. They don't have a chance. It's like sending Shermans to fight Abrams. Terrible analogy. You just sent an army to hunt, did I? So I was taking a sip of water there. I did, thank you. The 3rd Polar Defense Army. I just unset that. Okay. Ability to manage affairs discrimination stretched thin, costing us 101 influence per month. I know it's costing us influence per month. Okay. Defend interest in Iran has ended, so let's just set that up first before I forget. So defend interests in Iran. Everywhere
Securing our
else
interests.
is currently defended.
Where do you need me?
Yes, apart from Lebanon and Mongolia, which nobody wants to take from us. So again, we're just going to very quickly. You go here.
Making our case.
You go
Where do you need me?
here.
Ready for my mission.
And Jebediah doesn't need to do any of that anymore. Are there any aliens showing up? Did they drop an alien off on that little mission? There's no unknown agents showing in the list. I'm going to reach out to humanity, no, to the resistance, and see if I can buy some water off them. We'll meet in
Making
Haiti.
contact.
That seems like a nice place to meet. Okay, we've got aliens coming today, so we're about to have a fight with some aliens. They haven't quite arrived yet. They are just off the starboard bow. If I zoom out, where is Earth to them? Yeah, so they're just coming in on Earth now. Going to slow down the game a little bit for the transfer. Let's confirm assignments. Panzers against Fisher Price, yeah. I've wiped out the servant army over multiple wars. That's why they have nothing. They used to have the entire Russian army and the entire American, Russian, and Indian and Pakistani armies, and I've wiped them all out over successive wars, which is why we're at war with them right now. Okay, we're going to sortie Black Friday delivery. That is the correct fleet. Yes, that is the Earth fleet. Now, they're going to run away from us, but they can't if they want to drop off troops. So, we can hit them here.
Establishing contact.
Okay, perfect. We get... Oh, they don't want to trade water.
That's
That's so annoying.
But we don't think even Earth is the answer.
They have no interest in trading water with me. That's really, really frustrating. We'll try the other factions.
Offering counsel.
Oh, the dog is now snoring. Okay, we have a fight. Action stations. Oh, it's so disappointing when it doesn't work. Let's try that again. Action stations. Oh, jeez. So disappointing. I'll try one more time. Action stations. It's not triggering. Why is it not triggering? That's so disappointing. Action stations.
Action stations, set condition 1 throughout the
There we go.
This is not a drill. Repeat, action stations, this is not a drill.
Okay, this is a pretty small fight. I just want to make sure our battleships are in the middle. So the Seeker of Lies needs to move over. So I'm going to swap that with this ship here. Now, how do I do this again? Setting 2 ships in the combat space will swap their permissions. There we go. So you just swap to here. Where's my other battleship? The Boondoggle, I want to move to here. And then the Souls Betwixt to here. Where's my flagship? My flagship is here. All right, and then I want battle cruisers around my battleships. Where are my other battle cruisers? I think that's all I have, right? We need a Wellerman class ship. I've just suddenly got the Wellerman stuck in my head. Okay, I've only got 3 battle cruisers to play with. Let's put one up here. So we've got like a diagonal push of battle cruisers. Maybe play with the Scottish action station. That's not Scottish. Oh my god. Oh, what was that? What was that horrendous accent I just threw out? I feel so embarrassed. Okay, we're just gonna fire all of our missiles at this thing. This isn't going to be a particularly strategic battle. We're just flying at them and shooting. But you can. I'm very tempted to drop into some Tory banter, but I would make hey Core, how's it going? I'm streaming on Twitch just for you, but it seems like it's still lagging. So I'm going to try something else for Thursday. You are a bit late, but the just left you. So Scott trying to cough up a hairball. Ah, well, he can fit. Nah, I'm not going to embarrass myself. It's been too long. Oh, is it working for you now? Good. Oh, Lewis, none of my space battles ever turn into massacres. I always win them handily, and this is going to be a massive win for me because the aliens are so outgunned. We're just going to cruise forward nice and gently. We're going to shoot down the ships on the way, and then we're going to launch 1,000,000 missiles. Would it deliver tea and rum? It would. But only when the tonguing is done. You spoke too soon, yeah. Unfortunately, it's still lagging. But I've got a new plan to try. Okay, we can now already... I'm just watching these intercepts. That's plasma. We can't do anything about that. There's a lot of fire coming in on this guy already. He's been hit by lasers, which is good for his speed. He's also slowed down a lot to make a turn. I'm not even needing to prioritize. The lasers are doing their jobs already. The battle cruisers have been such a great build. Oh, I'm going to fire the missiles because I can. They cost very little to rebuild. Okay, Dramatic didn't fire their new master. I saw that. We'll work out why soon. Okay, I'm going to hold on the missiles then. Is there a way to say no missiles? Because I can clear the primary target. I can launch a missile silo. But there is no... The only way I can hold missiles, I believe, is to select each ship with missiles and turn off the missile launchers by doing this. So there must be another way to turn off missiles. Frigates. These are our escort frigates that I will push ahead once we get a little bit closer to the other ship. I will use them for side attacks. That is their job. Okay. Yeah, Dramatic isn't firing. I wonder why that is. Clearing primary target is good enough? Okay. So if I just cancel that. Let me just check why Dramatic isn't firing very quickly. Because I bet you I've not turned it on for... I don't think I have a trigger for it. It doesn't have a trigger. That's why it's not firing. No, it does have a trigger. Command triggered. I don't have a trigger for dramatic. That's why it's not firing. Dramatic. I'm just doing this very quickly. It takes me 2 seconds. Allow for YouTube messages. Put it in the voice commands group. Set a cooldown of 1 minute. And okay, all right. Dramatic will now work. I've just created a command for it. I'm just going to quickly test it. Yeah, that's your first 3 commands. It's because I don't fix them. Oh, interesting, Tosin. I didn't know that. That's great advice. Thank you. Let's turn the camera around this way. There you go, new master. I'm going to actually tell the entire fleet to padlock. Just to make sure their forward guns are facing this guy. Oh, but they don't have a target to padlock. Yeah, he's doomed. Now everyone's facing him properly. Taking some hits, though. Okay, he's down. So now we'll set the primary target to the assault carrier. And once we're in range, I'm going to bring forward our frigates. So the No Coastal Alarm, Destroy Wickedness, the Arsenic, and the Under the Weather. I'm actually going to tell them now to go full speed ahead. Okay, they're currently on an intercept course. But what I'm going to get them to do is once they've boosted, I'm going to tell them to match speed. So they're burning now. It's now firing. They're actually really well positioned in the fleet, these guys. Their intercept point is now behind the ship as well, so I don't need to worry about them hitting it. Is he shooting at... Okay, he is shooting at one of my frigates. There's not much I can do about that. Okay, they're now all in range. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give them a... Where is it? A match velocity. Except for this guy, I'm going to set him to defensive maneuvers. Where is defensive maneuvers? Just because he's taking fire. What engines are running these? I forgot the specs. Everything's got a Pegasus engine. Match velocity. Is it match velocity or is it not intercept? Yeah, it's match velocity I want to tell all these guys to do. Match velocity with him. And then you need to match velocity with him. And you need to... you're on defensive, so you need to match velocity with him. Okay. Yeah, they've got really nice acceleration. The problem, what they don't have is a lot of Delta V. Oh wait, you guys not... Why are you not properly decelerating? Are you out of Delta V? Is that why you can't... No, that's because you were not doing it properly. And then you are on defensive maneuvers, which is fine. But I'm actually just going to tell you to match velocity with him as well, because I think that's defensive enough. That's gonna look. This is gonna be a crazy braking maneuver when they get behind. Oh my god! Look at the firepower. Oh god! I just sent them in to die horrendously. How many guns does this thing have? Okay, it has 6 enhanced light mag batteries. We may have just lost all of these frigates. They're going too fast for me to give them defensive maneuver commands. What I'm gonna have to do, I think, is maybe give the rest of the fleet a full speed ahead command to get them in range fast enough. Because we're going to lose frigates really quickly here. There goes another frigate.
Remind yourself that overconfidence
And another frigate.
is slow and
Oh, but he pulled off one hell of a turn. I've got to give him that. Okay. You are no longer able to decelerate, so you're just off into space. Where's the other frigate here? Here it is. And you are also no longer under command. Cool. All right, I want to tell the rest of the fleet, which is already accelerating. Once it's accelerated, I'm going to give it a match velocity command. Okay, everyone is now accelerating. I want to give you match velocity commands with the ship. Into the Valley of Death, throw the 300. Thanks, Doom Master. Let's get in here fast and clear this up. This thing has a lot of mag batteries. But everything's showing it's their ass right now as well because they're decelerating. Okay, let's get everyone padlocked to this thing now that they've slowed down. Oh, the laser hits it's taking now. Okay, we've shut down the guns. The Boondoggle's coming in for a close range 40... Oh my god, look at the range. 40mm batteries. No, it died! The Boondoggle! How was that a ram? Oh. Well, there goes the Boondoggle. It came in too close with the 40mm. They tried to board. Can any of you slow down? No, you're out of DV. You're out of DV. Okay. And the rest of them are coming in slowly. Oh, chat's gonna ruin me for this. Let's make sure we're not getting any more ramming happening. I'm a little bit worried about the Seeker of Lies here. Just in terms of how close it is passing. So I am going to unpadlock it and just... There's not really much I can do, is there? No, it's out of Delta V. It doesn't actually have any engines. This thing, so it can't turn. Okay, phew. We killed the enemy ship. Oops. Big old oops. Okay, that's the mission over. Hopefully none of my ships collide. I'm really worried about these two crashing into each other. Oh, thank you, new master. Okay, so we lost the No Count, which was our Boondoggle class battleship. We lost the There Is No Cause for Alarm, and we lost the You All Saw and we had a gun. I thought we'd learned from the previous incident. Yeah, look, I shouldn't have accelerated everybody in, but I did it because I was trying to save the frigates. And what I should have done was check the guns on the ship before I accelerated in. I didn't realize it had that many mag batteries to just machine gun anything that had a low amount of. It was just bad, honestly. We lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 officers on the No Count as well. 3 ships died unnecessarily. It was a 3 for 3 in that battle. Sorry, everybody. I'm very embarrassed. But you know what? These things happen in war. I'm not going to say they knew what they signed up for. Core, my plan is for next stream to have 2 different encodings. If I've got time to work on it, that is. It just takes me time to put these things in place, but I am trying things. I thought I had a fix tonight, which is why it's live.
Offering assistance.
Okay, we need to share propellant.
Protecting our interests.
And now they should be available in a couple of days. And then I want them to transfer to Station, where they can repair and rearm. So every time you touch a special maneuver, you end up killing your ships. Well, look, I just told the captain to match velocity with the enemy ship. He was the one in charge of piloting the ship. I just gave the order. Alien Fleet launches for low Earth orbit 1. Alien Fleet Victor 415. No, I wanted to have a look at Victor 415, but I also wanted to set the alarm. So, Victor 415 is another big fleet. Okay, we've got 2 really big fleets coming for Earth. Wow. 29th of May 2043 and 20th of July. 20th of July 2042, they're going to be here next month. 3 dreadnoughts, a monitor, a destroyer, a corvette, and a gunship. Yeah, any maneuver but padlock. That's the whole point of the frigates was to get around and behind the enemy and zap it with lasers in its weaker armor. And they just fell on their faces completely. Alright, so we've got 3 dreadnoughts coming next month. A 1.3k power fleet. That destroyer looks pretty scary with 316 combat value. Their mission, they may be a surveillance fleet because they are bringing a surveillance destroyer with them. But we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. We should be able to fight that off once Black Friday Delivery has repaired and rearmed. And they will begin repairs. Okay. Can I tell them to repair and rearm? Yeah, repair and resupply. It's going to cost us 900 water. Actually, not that far off on water. We're only just under. So they should have enough water in a minute. Sorry, fleet. I really let you down, and I feel awful for it. Okay. Other things are going on. We can't afford to get sad. Okay, we are currently working on taking this territory sector and fighting off the Americans. I want to bring in these 2 armies to help us. Nuclear ship charge. Yeah, I haven't got access to the research for it, noob, unfortunately. I haven't been able to see it. Or I would be doing it.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay, well, at least we're getting some wins on Earth. Okay, I definitely need to turn down the timer on that welcome to the channel thing. Construction of the Typhoon Block 3 class battleship Sable Lorca at low Mercury orbit has been completed. Okay, we just got another battleship in Mercury orbit. We needed a name for it. It is... Oh, it's a very poetic name. It is the Moonfall Outside of Time. Done. Alright, back to Earth. Oh, I need to add that to Badass Brigade. Badass Brigade is becoming pretty badass pretty quickly. So that's one battleship built in Mercury orbit. What's going on over here? Why is this... What's going on? Okay, it's just because I've got high... Why is it pink? It's just a bug. I was like, why is that changed color? But it was literally just a bug. So it's all good. Okay, we now have 7 armies to take this territory sector. I can't believe I lost those ships. Oh, wow. Big super chat from T-Ram. Thank you so much.
Tragedy struck today when an Earth fleet intercepted an alien force. According to reports, a servant collaborator manipulated ship position telemetry, resulting in an unintended charge by Earth forces.
An unintended charge. Wow, what a way to spin it. I love the spin. Thank you so much for the super chat, T-Ram. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. And you've made me laugh with the actual message. Yeah, there was definitely sabotage involved. Boo, hiss, evil servants in our command crews. Losing the Boondoggle class battleship of all ships. That's a huge egg on face for the Exodus. We're supposed to be the masters of space. I don't know if I'm going to get it in time, Noob Master. I don't have access to the research. The Indian Strike 1 Corps. Is that one of my armies? No, that's one of their armies. You did a big one. What did it actually make you? Does it actually change the length of it based on how much you super chat? That's wild. That's so unbelievably capitalist. I still really appreciate it. Thank you so much. As a reward, there will be another Voices of the Void episode out tomorrow night. How's that sound? Okay. Japan needs defended this turn, so let's start with that before I forget about it. We'll get Hardy Pythie to defend Japan. Oh god. I always click on confirm assignments at least once a stream. By accident.
Making things safe for our people.
I have 2 Indian armies. Do I? Oh, well, I lost an Indian army. I didn't even realize I had Indian armies. There's so much going on right now. I didn't even realize I had a single Indian army. Maximum Navy's 3. Well, if I had an army, I lost it. Because I currently have no Indian armies. 10 puffy tunicers. That's insane. Where even were those armies situated? Seriously, did I just order them in? I must have ordered them in and not realized. I didn't even realize I had them. They must have just been in the stack. Wild. I had no idea. Absolutely no idea that I'd inherited some armies when I took back India. I assumed they wouldn't. I just assumed that India wouldn't have armies.
Your orders.
Oh well, trial by fire.
Where do you need me?
Hardy Pythie. You don't like Hardy Pythie? I thought it was a great nickname for them. Alright, let's have a chat with our other good friends. Oh, actually, that's what I want to do. I want to go to Intel. We want to look at resources. So the Resistance have a lot of water. Humanity First have a lot of water. And the Academy have a ton of water. So let's go and just say hi to the Academy. And we'll see if we can get something off it. They're over in Sofia for some reason. Ah, they were fighting someone else. Okay, that's how I lost them. I didn't know they had them. And they were off in another territory sector fighting someone else. Okay, that makes perfect sense. I didn't put them in the Doom stack at least. We're about to take this territory sector, by the way. Let's confirm assignments. And I'll pause the game. What's Taiwan army level? Its logo looks fancy. Taiwan's army level... that was the Humanity First Army. That's Sri Lanka, not Taiwan. Taiwan's down... Where's Taiwan? Taiwan's here. Taiwan has an information age army. No, robotics age army. They've got robotics age, which is the age behind us. So if you look at their tanks, they kind of look a little bit like the... What is it? That Russian tank? The T-14, I think it is. And then if you have a look at our tanks, they kind of look pretty futuristic. But so we are invasion age armies, built to fight aliens, and they're pretty good. There's an American army heading to Guwahati. Okay, so we need to defend Guwahati. Well, I've got all of these armies over here to defend Guwahati. One day they shall learn that they cannot take Guwahati from in China. But today will not be that day, probably. We'll leave our one army defending Beijing just in case we get backstabbed.
Initiating contact.
Okay, can we buy water from you? We can. Okay. I will buy 804 water from you. What would you like in return for 804 water? Would you like some metals? How about 500 metals? How about 5,000 metals? Okay, that's the crush point. What about some boost? Although I do need boost. Well, how many metals do you want? 2,000? Yeah, okay. What about 1,000? No. So it's somewhere between 2,000 and 1,000. 1,500. 1,500 is... So 1,500 isn't enough. 1,600? 1,700. 1,800. 1,900. So 1,900 is enough, but 2,000 is. I can give them 2,000 metals for 800 waters and improve relations. That works for me. That's another battleship. Okay, that worked. That was perfect. India took control. Okay, we now have control of another region. So we didn't pick up any armies with that, but we now have this much of India, which is great. Let's send these armies home for now. How badly damaged are they? You know what? We can continue pushing. The armies are actually in pretty good condition. I wonder if it's going to have... You can get space fighters in this game, but we've kind of gotten past that stage of the game, I would say. So we're probably going to see space fighters in this game. What if we have space fighters? I don't think space fighters let you do anything army-wise. They're more for attacking the aliens in orbit. Okay, the United Kingdom have to impose a new governing regime on Mauritius. How many territory sectors is the United Kingdom right now? Because they are growing. London, Glasgow. Okay, so they've got Georgetown. I'm just wondering. I thought for a second the United Kingdom was going to be huge because I felt like it was taking countries all over the world. Yeah, they're not really a late game option that we're going to be using. Okay, all of our armies have arrived in Hyderabad, and then our other armies arrived. the alien army is just pulling out straight away. I'm just going to keep taking India this stream, I think. Just take as much of it as I can.
The people will come to our side.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
More public opinion pushes are good. Okay. I've finally got some defenders in Guwahati, which is good because the Americans are starting to take it over. That's all of our defenders arriving. You don't need to send armies home to repair, just a bit more efficient with troops out of position. Yeah, true. There's just a continual we're actually losing influence at the moment because of our control point situation. So, and having armies out of position also hurts influence. We maybe have to take a break after we take this next region and just work on getting our control point maximum up, because we're taking tons of territory and we can't really sustain it. I think I'm going to abandon Mongolia because I don't want it. How do I abandon it again? There is a way to abandon the... how do you abandon a country again? Abandon nation. Because I don't want Mongolia and I don't want Lebanon. And they're just taking up control points right now. It's not a huge amount, but it is something. Anyone know someone playing Terra that uses space fighters? I'm very curious how they work. Unfortunately, I haven't found a video about it. The only person I could think of who might be doing it is Perun, because they play this game a lot more than I do. But they're the only other YouTuber I know of who's kind of persistently playing Terra Invicta. And I don't know if they're currently running a campaign or not. I know they started I think they started an Exodus campaign a little while ago, or it might be an Academy campaign. Okay. That other fleet is now arriving in Earth orbit. So let's see what they do. Where are they? Okay, they are currently there. So we're still a while. What's that? Oh, it's a body. Purin does not use them. They suck. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to up the timer on that. Purin AU didn't use Space Fighters in the last campaign. He played Exodus. Okay. I've heard they're not great, unfortunately. Not quite worth the hype behind them. They might be better in a longer campaign if you play for like long research rules, where research takes twice as long. You may end up using something like a Space Fighter for a lot longer. But we've definitely, I think, passed that part of the game. And they didn't come out, like, the patch for them didn't hit until we were already quite deep into this campaign anyway. Think of the missile TIE fighters. Good for hit and runs, but uses for prolonged battles. Okay. What are they doing? They're doing surveillance. All right. Do we want to hit this fleet? I mean, the aliens are already super pissed off with us because we destroyed their carrier. This fleet is doing surveillance, which isn't a direct threat to us. They're not going to attack any of our stations. They're not going to attack any of our fleets. They are just going to show up, look at Earth for a while, and then leave. I'm not quite sure what the surveillance mission gives the aliens. It does give them something. I think it may help them detect where counselors are. So we could attack them to stop that happening, which obviously will risk our fleet, which I don't think is fully repaired yet. No, they're still repairing. So they're going to be out. It says no action. Oh, god damn. They're not repairing. They weren't resupplying because they didn't have enough water. So they weren't doing. They decided not to do anything. So let's get them repairing at least, and I can resupply them when I've got some more water. That's frustrating. I didn't realize they weren't repairing. Okay, so we can't do anything about the surveillance people right now. I mean, I could send out some of the fleet, I guess. Okay, we're definitely going to win this war very quickly. We're also going to push these guys out of here very quickly. But we're not making any money right now. We're not making any influence right now. We're massively over on control points. We're starting to edge over on mission control as well. So things are getting a little bit spicy. And we've just hit a new turn. One abduction in all regions. Enough abductions increases any tech levels on ground and space. So we maybe do want to disrupt their that mission if we can. That means either splitting the fleet, or it means waiting for repairs to complete. Those are our two options.
Protecting our interests.
Are the space fighters carried or missile torpedoes? I don't know, New Master. I haven't really looked into the space fighters very much. As I've said, everything I've read about them has made them out to be not particularly useful. So I've kind of disregarded them up till now. We're gonna have a look at our fleets in a second once I've set this turn up. It's just going to be another simple turn. What I'm going to do is just have a quick chat with humanity first to see if they're willing to sell us some water. Yeah, choose which missile torpedo exo fighters have and what you have available. There you go. Thank you, Kite. So, Black Friday delivery. They currently don't have much fuel. So I kind of want to refuel them. I think the 25th of July. Okay, they're finished repairing on the 25th of July. I think we're just going to finish repairing and rearming them, and then we'll dispatch them. Yeah, Salty, I agree with you. Let's confirm those assignments, and unpause. Look at all the planes. And then we'll unpause. Okay, so I will have to kill it before it completes the surveillance, not a tick up. Your little science...
The science project is amusing. At least the technologies you are developing...
I will buy 784 water from you. How would you like some metals? 2,000 metals will work. 1,900 metals will work. 1,800 metals will work. 1,700 metals will work. 1,600 metals will work. 1,500 metals will work. 1,000 metals will not work. 1,200 will work. 1,100. That sounds like a great deal to me. Thank you for the water. Okay, that's that mine is now online on Mars. So let's get another mine building. So Endurance Station is upgraded, upgraded. Eastern Province, so not greened land, which I think was a typo I made very early in the campaign and decided to compete, is the next one to be upgraded. Do we have enough power here if I do this? Yes, we do. Okay, that's done. Back to Earth. Back to India. Black Friday delivery has been repaired, so I'm going to go to them. And I'm going to see if I have enough money to resupply them, which I do. So we're going to resupply the fleet, which will be done today.
Offering support.
Offering counsel.
Okay.
Securing
So now we can intercept. Thank you, Salty. I'll take a look at that second. Now we can assault Victor 415, which we want to do because we do not want them to get their tech level up. Now there's an army in India. Where is that army in India? USA Army in India. You just mean this one here? The 10th Mountain Division? I don't think they're moving to do anything. I think they're just sitting there repairing. That's the only USA Army I can see, apart from the USA Armies that are here in Bangladesh. And obviously the one we're fighting down here. Excuse me. Sorry about that. You fool, you spent 300 boost refueling Black Friday. Did I? Oh, so I did. Oops. Oh, ongoing combat in Hyderabad region has caused an enormous amount of civilian casualties and economic damage. Would be great if the game went, are you sure you want to do that? Battlefield Modern was identified as the 60th Armored Cavalry Regiment under our command as being exposed to the bulk of the casualties. This is placing unwelcome scrutiny on actions being carried out by the Project Exodus and our political supporters in the Republic of the Southern Cross. Why are the Aussies causing war crimes? It's unfortunate we can't let these things get in the way. We commit an atrocity. Deny any association with the 60th Armored Cavalry Regiment. Causes major damage to the economy and population of Hyderabad. Causes significant loss of public opinion for Project Exodus. Crackdown will occur on this army's associated control point for 12 months. Fund relocation and rehabilitation. Yeah, we'll just do this. Causes major damage. Alien administration increase in GDP. I don't care about that. And yeah, that's fine. Boost was on a Black Friday sale. Yes, it was. Alright, let's see if they'll engage with us. They will not. So this is where it gets a little bit frustrating. If I try and pincer them, I'll only have 4 ships. I'm not going to try that. I also don't want to submit a full bid because we don't have that much Delta V to play with. This doesn't interrupt their mission, does it? If I do this. My only real option is to split the fleet and try and hit them twice, but I don't want to do that. I need to hit them with everything really at once. Yawns are contagious. Yes, I'm getting it's getting close to sleep time, and I'm thinking about that basketball game tomorrow. I'm just sitting here thinking at the moment what to do, because they're obviously going to run away from us here. I was hoping they would take the fight, but I think our fleet is too big for them to take the flight. What we could do is we could get rid of the monitors, and try the escorts. And try again just with these ships and see if they'll accept that flight. Pretty sure it interrupted the mission. Well, let's have a quick look. So if I check Victor 415 now, it still says they're doing a surveillance until the 20th of January, so I don't think it interrupted their mission, unfortunately. Let's try... So let me just check. How much Delta V does the fleet need to make it back to base? Oh, I don't have control of them yet. Hang on. Okay, so if I wanted to send them back to base, I need 1.7 Delta V. Hey, Captain Beans, how's it going? I need 1.7 Delta V. So I think I can afford one more push to intercept, and then I give up. Or I just dump the escort ships and try again. I think I'm going to dump the escort ships. I'm going to split the fleet. I'm going to get rid of the Iceni. I want to keep the escorts, actually, because they're the ones with the torpedoes. Do we think we can do this without torpedoes? Because if I get rid of the escorts, that leaves me with two frigates, and then some laser monitors. I still have some torpedoes. Not with my special abilities. Okay, Captain Beans, I hope things are going well. I'll keep an eye out for that email you said you're going to send me, so I'll look it up when you get it through. Rebirth of Vanity, Point of Defense. I think I'm going to try with this slightly smaller fleet and see what happens. So this is still the full-size fleet. Let's see if they'll take that fight. And then the other half of the fleet, I'm just going to send back to station for now. Not with my special maneuvers. That's very rude. Okay, they're not taking the fight. And if I try and encircle, I'm just getting 3 ships. So they're just going to keep running away from me forever. Oh, I think I just pursued them at full speed. Damn it. I hate that if you click that button, it puts them to full speed. I might not have any Delta V now. Crap. I may have just massively messed up. No, don't continue. Hang on. The game's confused as to what I have selected. Why can Black Friday delivery not transfer at all? Okay, I need a share propellant. Equalize Delta V is what I want to do. Yeah, equalize Delta V, share propellant. Okay, now can you get back to station to refuel? Yes, you can. Okay, good. Phew, I thought I'd kill. So, there's nothing we can do at the moment against that alien fleet. We're not fast enough to run them down. And they're going to just keep... They've got enough Delta V to run away from us forever, unfortunately. So, there's just nothing I can do. Which sucks, honestly. Massively sucks, but that's just how it is at the moment. If they're not actually coming to attack anything, they will just run away from us forever. They will not take a fight on. And there's not really much I can do about that. And it's going to cost me too much in resources, especially water, to really investigate it. Okay, Xenoscience Institute is researched. Let me just make sure there are no other institutes we're looking for. Yeah, exactly what I just said, Kat. We're out of water. We can't do anything to chase them down. Even with all the water I'm buying. We're just building too many ships right now that need water. I'm waiting for the tech tree to load, by the way, which is why we're just sitting on the screen. I did click show on tech tree a couple seconds ago. Wow, the tech tree will just not open. Tech tree? Click, click, click. Let me try that again. Okay, it worked here. Full search, fuel tech tree. Again, I'm going to wait for the tech tree to load. Wow, it's taking its time. Okay. Institute. So, let me just check we've got all of these. Energy Institute. We do not have Energy Institute research yet. We need administration algorithms to get that. Information Science Center is completed. Life is done. Materials is done. Military is done. Social is not done. It needs administration algorithms. Space Science is done. Xenoscience is done. So there's still 2 institutes we need to research, but we need administration algorithms to get it. Admin algorithms is predicated on white collar automation. And white collar so we should be able to do white collar automation, which I think is a full tech. Is that right? If I go back to the tech only tree, I need to build ship salty so that I have ships ready to defend Mercury. That's what the big problem is I have that massive fleet coming into Mercury. Okay, so white collar automation is available to research. I just need to research it. And then I'll unlock admin algorithms, and then I can get the last 2 institutes. So I wonder if I want to just build my research stations now. I kind of want to wait till I've got all the institutes so I can just do it all in one fell swoop. It just makes the maths a lot easier. Sorry, there's another big yawn. Let's hold on that for the moment. We've got other things to research anyway. Okay. There's a few big researches that have come up as we've been going. One of which is... Where is it? Was it Advanced Rail? No, it was Coil. Improved Coil Cannon. We should also get 2 or 3 more mines updating. We need to get above 1k water per month. Yes, I'm just a bit leery of upgrading all the mines at once because I already did that and it killed our it killed our income for quite a while when we did that. So I'm looking at getting it. We could do improved coil cannons, which would upgrade our battleships. That's definitely an option. Are there any other mines we can set up on asteroids from water? I might have taken a gander at this person. We'll have a look in a second. Let's sort out our research first, and then we'll have a look at that. What's smart spacecraft defenses? 5% less damage from energy weapons. Space Force basic training gives us more chances of officers spawning. Training simulation implants, you can 48p. Improved ECM module. We could... Their purpose could be policing drones and robotics and red teaming and warships. There's so much stuff we need to get researched. It's actually insane. We have all of this energy materials research stuff that I haven't really properly investigated that needs to be done. From reading minor stuff like component armoring all the way up to like rapid repairing materials. Rapid shipbuilding. Rapid shipbuilding is actually pretty cool. That's why I favorited it. So that gives us 25% faster shipbuilding. Yes, Salty, that's a great pick. Let's get that done. Okay, let's have a look at the prospecting screen. Which is not in the HAB screen, it's in the Intel screen. Prospecting. We're looking for water. Okay, so the best sources for water are Ceres. And there is actually an open slot on Ceres right now that provides 86 water. So we should probably build a base there. I think the Academy had a base here, and the aliens wiped it out. So I can't found a colony here, because I don't have enough boost, because I spent it all. But I can found a settlement and upgrade it. I think I might have a nanofac on one of these bases on the moon. This one doesn't. It's got a skunk works, but I think it's a nanofac. No, it's a skunk works or a nanofac I need. Yeah, I've got a skunk works here, which I think will support other bases. I'm a long way off being able to match alien engines, unfortunately. Quite a lot of technologies. So I'm just going to found a settlement, which we need a name for. Hey, Gregory. The war's going okay. Actually, we're doing pretty well. We're doing surprisingly well right now. It might not be that forever. This is good idea station, so obviously it's a good idea. Okay. Can I upgrade it right from the start? Okay, I can't upgrade it right from the start. So is there much point in laying anything out until it's ready to upgrade? I mean, I guess I could get some stuff building right now. Like, we're obviously going to have a farm. We're obviously going to have an admin node. We're going to need some power. We're going to need 2-layer defense arrays. How's that looking for power right now? We're going to need another... Possibly another heavy fission. What else do we need here? Colony, we're going to need a mine. So we'll start with a settlement mining complex. So how much power is that going to require? 128, 161. We could probably get away with a fission reactor array rather than a large fission reactor array. I can't think of anything else we need to put on here. I mean, we could put some op centers if we wanted to. We could put a shipyard if we wanted to. Let's just add a fission reactor array. That kicks us up to more than enough power, and we'll come back once the settlement core is built and upgraded. But that's a big chunk of extra water, and we'll let that build. Again, that's also going to hit our mission control, which is a problem. Let's go back to just watching us take over India.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Okay, that army's pulling out.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Mexico has joined the European Uruguay war against Canada. Mexico and Canada are at war right now. And the United Kingdom has declared war in Peru. Okay, Canada proposes ending its war. So Canada wants to pull out of the war. Does that end the full? I think that we'll remain at war with the alien administration if we confirm this. Yeah, we're still at war with the animation. Good. I'm trying to figure out what weapon should I branch off from my other campaign myself. I was considering the rail cannons now because only IR lasers and they already have Artemises. What we're finding with lasers is, at least in this campaign at the moment, there's no point in using lasers unless you're using spinal lasers because of the range issues they have. That's what we are finding. Doesn't mean it's the correct answer, but it's something that I'm very aware of, is that my non-nose lasers really aren't doing much. And my nose lasers are doing a lot. So, find somebody using exofighters. Okay, cool. I'm glad to hear you found something, New Master. Okay, we're getting to the end of this turn finally. This has been one of the longer turns. Okay, I would just like to take this territory sector ASAP before I lose any other armies. American army moving towards Lhasa. Okay, we'll just move all of this here. What army? Oh, it's this army here that's moving. The one that was spotted before. Okay, all of our defensive armies are in place, ready to defend that. This is about... Okay, India takes control of Hyderabad. So we now have Hyderabad, which is no new provinces, but we have more people, which is good. All the numbers are green here, which is great. Lasers very performance against armor, except with big lasers at short range. Yeah, even those with our lasers feel a little meek, though. It's true, it won't be intercepted. Yeah, that's the bonus. If you get enough lasers, you can start to overcome stuff. Honestly, the 40mm is pretty good for most of the early game. Just don't drive so close that your battleship explodes. Okay, it is a little bit early. Poland control the servants, we're going to have rivals. Okay, United States will control the servants, 11 on our rivals. Okay, everyone's suddenly rivaled with us, which is interesting. It's a little bit early, but I'm very aware of the fact that I have a very late basketball game tomorrow and a full day's work, and I've already made a few big mistakes this stream. So I think I'm going to finish up a little bit early. It's only like 7 minutes early. It's not that super early. But I feel like we've actually accomplished quite a lot this stream. We've taken quite a lot of India, which has pushed the servants, the alien administration, the servants away from their win condition. And we've got the fleet to defend Mercury getting up on its feet. If we have a quick look at that fleet, the Badass Brigade is up to... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to zoom in on them. The Badass Brigade is up to a combat value of 1.5k, which is higher than Earth Fleet. And you can see that it's got quite a lot of battle cruisers in it, and it's starting to build up its battleships. So we should be in a position where we can at least meet the incoming fleet with some ships. Also, while I'm here, let's remember to resupply, which is going to eat into our water. So I'm gonna head things off. Thank you very much. There is another episode of Voices of the Void going live tomorrow night at my normal time, like when I would normally stream. If you are a channel member, it is already available for watching. I released it earlier for channel members. T-Ram, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. That was very kind of you. And thank you very much, Hildebrand, for becoming a channel supporter and for resubscribing on Twitch. And thank you, Brazook, for the sub as well. I'd like to say good night to everyone who's still here. So that is Mishaps, T-Ram, Gurgly, Kite, Muraz, and Noobmaster. And did I say T-Ram and Mishaps? I think I did. And Demonicus. Have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching Terra Invicta with me. I will see you later. But for now, have a great night. Remember that you're fantastic. And I'll see you later. Ciao.